Oh, what's going on, guys? HK Titan here with a brand new video for you guys. But first things first, as always, hope you guys are having an amazing day. So in today's video, we are going to be continuing off with episode 2 of our Bloons Tower Defense 6 full playthrough. So guys, in our previous episode, we ended up beating the very first map, Monkey Meadow, on easy mode. You guys had some very awesome feedback on what you guys would like to see, opposed to just playing like one map during a video. We would end up playing one or two. We'll see. We'll definitely find that sweet spot for you guys. But I also got a little bit more feedback as well, and that is that you guys would like to actually see a couple of different things with the editing as a whole and with this series. So the first thing that I'm going to try out for episode 2 is I'm going to go ahead and try to do a voiceover opposed to doing like my recording while doing my audio while doing my recording, just to test it out. I do know that my editing software doesn't have as many options as my recording software when it comes to noise suppression and all that other stuff. So this is kind of a test episode to see if it's something that you guys would like to see more of, or if you guys would prefer to do it the other way. So one thing I will say is that it's definitely going to be a lot easier for me to do the voiceovers opposed to doing the commentary while I'm trying to do the guides, because it's definitely easier to complete the guides in one shot and then just go back and then rewatch the entire thing, opposed to doing the live recordings, because I can go ahead and pause the recording while I'm doing the editing to go ahead and make sure that I'm keeping up with where the guide's at. So again, please feel free to let me know in the comments below if you guys prefer this way or if you guys prefer the way that I've been doing it. Alright, so now that we went ahead and covered all of that, the next thing that we're going to go ahead and cover is, of course, we are going to be starting off on primary only. As you guys can see, we are working with a couple of dart monkeys here. Primary only really isn't too hard of a mode to beat unless you start getting into the expert maps, but because we're fresh on this Bloons Tower Defense 6 playthrough, we don't need to worry about any of the expert maps. So as you guys just saw, we just finished unlocking all of our military towers. Now the next thing that we definitely want to start getting towards is we definitely want to start getting into the magic towers, because the magic towers are definitely going to allow us to beat some of these easier game modes. So the main towers that I definitely want to start unlocking are definitely going to be the Bloons Ninja Monkey. I also want to get the Wall of Fire Wizard. I want to get the Prince of Darkness. I want to get the Tax Zone, and I would prefer to have all of those unlocked before we get to the Impossible game mode, and of course before we get to Chimps, because if we have those towers unlocked, then we can definitely do some work and make easy work of our very first Chimps game mode. So far on our primary only towers, we still don't have too many upgrades unlocked for our primary monkeys. So what I'm kind of working towards is I'm trying to work on leveling up our tax shooters right now. So I have a feeling that we're definitely going to be able to have the tax zone unlocked before Chimps. So right there, I already know that we have our very first Chimps mode under control. The next thing that I definitely want to start working towards is I definitely need to have the Prince of Darkness unlocked as well, because even though we'll have the tax zone, we still don't have the hero Pat Fusty to make our tax zone strategy work out pretty well. Alright, so here where we are, guys, we just beat round 40 on primary monkeys only, so we don't need to worry about the primary monkeys only game mode, and we definitely got a couple of really strong unlocks done. Now the next game mode that we're going to be jumping into is we're going to be jumping into Deflation Mode. So I never realized like how difficult Deflation Mode actually was when you don't have a lot of towers unlocked. So right away, I want to go with a couple of really strong towers that would allow us to beat round 31 to round 40, which in turn I thought going for quite a few dart monkeys would work out pretty well. And then as I started to go through my upgrade pass, I was like, wait a minute, I don't have any way of popping camo leads, because on round 55 we get a couple of camo leads that we need to deal with. So I was a little bit worried that we wouldn't be able to have the Alchemist unlocked before round 59, but I went ahead and went with it just in case we didn't have the Alchemist unlocked on round 59. I ended up grabbing a couple of Sniper Boys. because the sniper boys do have a camo detection, which once we get them leveled up, so at the very least we would definitely be able to deal with a majority of the camo balloons. I don't think we would have been able to deal with them all, but we definitely would have been able to do quite a bit of damage. Now that we finally started to unlock the magic monkeys, the first thing I went for an alchemist. Luckily, I saved quite a bit of money when I went for the starting towers, and I ended up being able to buy the alchemist. Now I went ahead and did a little bit of a fast forward bit here because of course it's deflation mode. I mean, there was quite a bit that I ended up doing, but it's nothing too crazy. The only thing that I'm working on right now is I am working on getting the alchemist up to acidic mixture dip, or getting him enough experience to go ahead and give us the acidic mixture dip. That way we don't need to worry about losing on like round 59 or anything crazy like that. And there we go, we finally got the acidic mixture dip unlocked. So I made sure that the alchemist was only affecting our dart monkeys, because the dart monkeys were really our only primary way of popping camo balloons, so we were heavily relying on our dart monkeys in order to deal with round 59. So the next thing that I want to start working towards is we have the overdrive on our tack shooter now. We are one upgrade away from having the attack zone, so we're getting very close to having our chips strategy complete. We still need to get the Prince of Darkness unlocked. Once we get the Prince of Darkness, then we know we're going to be setting extremely good. So right away, I think I end up placing down a wizard monkey. If I didn't place it down here, then so I ended up placing down the wizard monkey because I want to start getting him a little bit of experience. Because again, in my head, I'm constantly thinking about what towers I need for chimps mode and what strategy I want to go for whenever I actually pull up the chimps mode. The next thing that I need to keep in the back of my head is that we are going to be doing the impoppable game mode as well. So that's another thing that we need to keep in the back of our mind, just in case we don't have the attack zone unlocked. I do know that if we have the Prince of Darkness, the Prince of Darkness will allow us to place down quite a few towers and get that last little bit of experience, just in case we don't have enough experience when we actually get to that point in Monkey Meadow. So right away, this strategy is starting to come together. I ended up selling one of my sniper monkeys to go ahead and upgrade one of my dart monkeys to a tier 4, because we managed to unlock the tier 4 dart monkey, and I feel like the tier 4 definitely did a very good job at kind of increasing our composition's popping power. Now, we don't have any money left for this deflation mode, so we're really just banking on our Quincy leveling up to level 10. If we don't get him to level 10 for round 59, it's not that big a deal. Like, it's not the end of the world, but we're still going to be missing on, we're still going to be missing out on quite a bit. And there we are, guys. We are zooming through all of these levels. We're already level 19, and we're on our 3rd game mode so far. We're actually progressing at a pretty decent rate. So here we are, round 59, the only round that I was a little bit worried about, and we ended up breezing through it, no issues. Now that our Quincy is level 10 on round 60, we could go ahead and click the Arrow Storm to go ahead and finish off this deflation mode. And there we have it, guys. We officially beat Monkey Meadow deflation mode. So right away, the thing that I always do after I finish like a game mode, unless I have all the towers unlocked that I need, is I'll go through and I'll look at all of the different upgrades that I can get. That way I don't need to worry about trying to get the that way I don't need to go through the towers while I'm playing a game, just in case I have a couple of the upgrades unlocked that I actually needed or want unlocked. So the next thing that we definitely need to work towards is we definitely need to get that monkey village going ASAP. So hopefully by the time that we get done with all of these easy modes and these medium modes, we should be able to easily deal with the chimps mode, and we should have all of the towers unlocked that we want unlocked. And here we are with our first medium game mode. Again, the main thing that I'm going to be focusing on here is I'm going to be focusing on getting experience on towers that I'm going to be using in chimps, like I've been saying this entire time. So the first tower that I want to start focusing on is I want to start focusing on the wizard monkey. More specifically, I want to get him up to the wall of fire. I would like to also get him up to dragon's breath, because if we get him upgraded to the dragon's breath, that's going to make it a little bit easier to beat the game mode Apocalypse. Because if you guys have ever played Apocalypse before, you really don't know what to expect. So by having a powerhouse like the wall of fire or Dragon's Breath, it would definitely ensure that we stand a little bit of a better chance when actually playing the game mode Apocalypse. On top of that, we're still kind of a low level here, so the fact that we don't have any monkey knowledge unlocked yet, it's kind of still holding us back. Luckily, once we hit level 30, then we can start unlocking some monkey knowledge, and I can start going towards the monkey knowledge tree that I actually want to start upgrading. And I'll be sure to cover what monkey knowledge tree I go for whenever I start off on Bloons Tower Defense 6, or at least what I've learned is one of the better monkey knowledge trees to go for right from the start. So here we are on round 27. We are already getting a decent amount of experience on all of our towers. We can now afford to upgrade our wizard monkey. I think I'm going to go for Dragon's Breath here in just a second. On top of that, our tax shooter is also starting to get some decent experience. We still have the tax zone unlocked, but I have a feeling that we're definitely going to get it unlocked before we get to the harder game modes. The next game mode that I'm going to be playing is probably going to be military monkeys only, but I've been thinking about it, and I think it may actually be better to play the reverse mode, because then I can go ahead and work on leveling up a couple of military towers, because even though we'll have a bunch of military towers unlocked, we still won't have a lot of experience on those towers. So we need to be very, very careful at which game modes that we're playing, especially since we don't have a lot of experience on all of our towers yet. So we do have quite a bit of experience on our sniper boy, but it's not enough to make a super big difference whenever we're playing military monkeys only. So I'm actually a little bit shocked at how hard some of these game modes may actually appear, especially when you don't have the towers that you usually have unlocked. Alright, so basically what I'm doing right now is I am only working on getting a little bit of experience on some of the towers that I want to have experience on. I want to make sure that I have a little bit of experience on the bomb shooters, just in case I want to go for a Moab Muller strat, because we did just unlock Striker Jones. So now that we have Striker Jones, we're sitting a little bit better, and we can go ahead and go for a couple of the OP strats. Also, we finally unlocked the monkey village, so now we need to go ahead and work on leveling our monkey village all the way up to a MIB. On top of that, I also want to get a little bit of upgrades going on the banana farm for the impossible game mode, but we still have enough game modes to go ahead and play to go ahead and worry about getting the banana farm upgrades unlocked. Alright, so here we are on round 57, and now that we're starting to get more and more towers unlocked, it's getting easier and easier to start going to the higher tiered rounds. As you guys can see, we have like $18,000 left over, and there's really nothing that I have unlocked that I want to spend the money on. And there we have it, guys. We have officially beaten our first medium game mode. Alright guys, that's going to do it for episode 2 of our Bloons Tower Defense 6 full playthrough. If you guys enjoy, make sure you guys hit that like button. Also, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please feel free to subscribe as well. I do upload quite a bit of Bloons Tower Defense 6 content. Also guys, please feel free to let me know in the comments below if you guys prefer me doing the recordings this way, where I do a voice over, or if you guys prefer me doing it the way that I did before. The only difference is, of course, it's going to be a little bit easier for me to do it this way, but like I was saying, my software, I need to get a little bit better software in order for the audio quality to kind of be where I want it to be. But anyways, guys, again, thank you so much for watching, but you guys already know what time it is. I hope you guys have the most amazing day of your lives, and I will see you guys in the next one.